Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Oshi no Ko. Tonight we're on episode 8. So, what happened last time? A great, fantastic, wonderful question that I will attempt to answer. So, basically, last episode was the post-Akane jumping off a bridge and getting saved by Aqua episode. So that was, starting with her in like the emergency doctor's office, whatever it was, getting talked to about, what had just happened. Her mom's there, Aqua's there. And then the entire rest of the squad, like we're talking Memcho, we're talking Yuki, we're talking, I don't know, the boys that I didn't write down their names, because why would I write the boys' names down? All of them coming in and kind of dealing with the fact that the other person on the TV show with them, like, attempted what she attempted, which, would be a lot for them to parse through as well. Specifically, I'm thinking of Yuki, like, walking up to her, slapping her, and then hugging her, which... I don't even blame her for that. I think that's super understandable given the circumstances of just like how could you even think of doing that to yourself because we care about you and doing that to us because like I know like we're friends and like but it's not even about us, like it's really about like we care about you, like why would you do this to yourself kind of thing. That's the way I would interpret it. And especially because she slaps her and then follows her up with the hug, so it's really like I don't shame her for that at all. Yeah, and then after that, the other big event that occurred was the whole, oh, Aqua, what's your dream girl like? And then he starts talking about, his only eye, the light of his life eye. But little does he know, Akane's over there going in her little notebook. Well, I think she wasn't like hiding that, but she's over there in her notebook, and then she goes to her room, looks at the notes, puts up like 17,000 pictures of eye on the wall, starts on the she's going crazy, she's just losing it, which then of course leads to the final scene, which was the most insane thing I've ever seen of the whole eyes back, but not really, like the eye persona has been adopted. And I just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Aqua's going to lose it, right? Like, he's not going to lose it because he's really good at maintaining his composure. Like, that's what he tries to do. He tries to stay so composed and keep that, like, that skin up because I feel like, that's just, like, the personality he's adopted post everything going wrong. Like, he's really doubled down on that. And, like, always having a lot of control over that. And it's only really felt like that he's, who his core is and his genuine feelings have only really shown through when he's talking about I. Totally makes sense. But now that he's basically seeing like it's hard to say I equivalent because like I don't know. I mean, it's hard not to though. 'Cause after he sees Akane I mix mash walk up to him and like just shine into his face like that, like there's no way he's keeping his composure, right? I don't think he's gonna be mad. I think he's going to be like startled and like, man, almost like I feel like he would almost have like a fear reflex, like a stagger back kind of feel. Because it's like seeing someone you love coming back from the dead, but in the form of someone who you just saved their life a few days ago. I mean, that's a lot of emotions going on. But yeah, that was a longer recap than I meant it to be, but that's because the last episode was freaking jam-packed, because every episode of the show has been so, like, dense with content, which is just, like, content to time ratio has been absolutely insane. Let me real quick, boom, get the comments on screen. Oh yeah, fun fact about last episode. Last episode is the first time I've ever been age restricted on YouTube. Which honestly, if it was going to happen on an episode, it makes sense that it would be an Oshi no Ko episode. And it like got tagged for like suicide and self-harm topics, which your boy was yapping about it, so I do understand. I put in a little like, hey, can you take off the age restriction? And YouTube said, hey, nope, and then slapped me and kept it on. Which, you know what, YouTube, you pretty much, I don't have any power against you, so do what you wish. But yeah, so I thought that's kind of fun, little fun thing. Very fitting for Oshi no Ko. So lots of really juicy stuff in here. And I'll do a little quick, a little glide through this, and then we'll go into the actual scroll through a little bit of last episode, though I don't think I have that much to talk about. Let me also, real quick. So this is my little, oh my gosh, can you even see it? There's my little, my whiteboard of the day. Just trying to put some thoughts down. Look, I'm using their colors. I'm using the ruby and aqua colors. Oh, it's so sweet. The one idea that I thought of that I'm kind of concerned about is the idea that Akane, well, I don't know about concerned. It's like an idea that could go somewhere more than anything else. Bikomachi's back in action, right? Ruby is like heading that storm. We're gonna get freaking Kana's already like tied into that, and then we're gonna get what's her name, Memcho. We're gonna get Memcho tied into that as well, based on the OP, and that's gonna be our trio going forward, right? The new Bikomachi, and at the same time, Ai is getting reborn through Akane, and I don't know how permanent that's gonna be. Because I could see Akane really diving into the Ai persona, because like obviously she's really attached to Aqua right now, and probably will be for the foreseeable future, and you know, like she really full sent into the whole Ai thing last episode. So and specifically, Ai is a character that is so ingrained in every other character's mind that like every once in a while, like when like Ruby or Aqua, someone will be like, "Dang, you kind of remind me of Ai, the way you look," or "Dang, like the way you're talking," or whatever, right? Like people reference Ai all the time. So if Akane walks in a room, like surely they're all gonna be like, like they're gonna get that deja vu. They're gonna get that weird Ai feeling, like almost like I feel like that's a pretty reasonable expectation. That everyone's going to be feeling that, especially, I mean, this is going to be broadcast on TV, you know? This is like, she's back on action with the show. The show's going forward. The reality show, right? And so we have both Bikomachi coming back to life, which I used to be a part of the old one, and we have Akane becoming Ai, like rising from the dead, but they're two separate things. They're completely separate, but they're both originally were connected and then separated, right? Because Ai was part of it and then kind of split off, if I remember right. So, like, are we going to run into, like, any collision, like, in terms of a, like, collision in that competing? Are we going to run into, like, a competing between these two groups, the new Bikomachi with Ruby and Akane as Ai, because they both are tied to Ai? Because if you say Bikomachi, everyone's going to think Ai, and then Akane literally feels like Ai to anyone around them, anyone around her, right? So, like, I could see them both kind of pulling at the same target audience in a way, but it really depends on how much Akane attempts to continue to market this going forward, and whether it's like a one-time, I don't think it's a one-time thing, but whether, like, if she's trying to market it to the world, or if she's specifically trying to market it to Aqua, though she is pulling it out on set, so it really does feel like she's probably going to market it outward, but I think it's still it's still rooted in Aqua, right? Because I mean, imagine if Aqua says like, "How dare you take that, like, stop whatever you're doing," like, this is like, I don't think he will, because that would be like, oh, but it would be sick. Imagine his eye goes dark and he's all like, this is almost like sacrilegious, or like this is like disrespectful of the dead kind of thing. Because I mean, Akane's insane. Like, can we get that trait straight? Can we get that trait? No, Akane's crazy. And I kind of love that. And I kind of I like a girl that's got a few nuts a few nuts loose in the brain, because that makes things more interesting, right? But, you know, I don't think most people spend an entire night with 70 different eye pictures up on the wall. You know, tinfoil hat. You know who I'm talking about. Sorry, I don't know what that was supposed to be. Let's talk about the comments. I just ignored them. They're just sitting right here, just chilling. Okay, let me put this back up. How long is this going to take me? First try? Blessed episode. Okay. Yeah, the show is absolutely fire. Literally, I was thinking about this the other day. I think minute, and I kind of mentioned it, minute to minute, like episode, what's the phrase? Like, per weight, like the weight of it, I don't know. But like, in regards to its length, it's like it's like SS triple plus, right? Because this is episode, we've watched 7 episodes, and I feel like this show has wormed its way into my skull and like just brought a sledgehammer into both my emotions and my like mental well-being in the best ways possible, right? So to be able to do that in 7 episodes, though given the first episode was a movie, so that's kind of OP, but still, like, even considering it being like 11 episodes if we make the movie split into 4, it's still like pound for pound, that's what I was looking for. Pound for pound, it's triple S++, like top tier. I love it. Great show. They really did subvert us with Akane, because she did kind of feel like a earnest, hardworking, but lacked natural talent, and so she's making up for it with hard work. though it's kind of funny because like it's kind of both true. It's like that's a little bit true because she's always been so hardworking. You know, we got to see her as a kid, which was really touching, right? When she's getting all the hate comments and it's talking about how like you've never had to work a hard day in your life, but it's showing how much she's having to work and how helpful she is to other people and all that kind of stuff. Poor Akane. And yeah, it's a dude. And then she just comes out and freaking slaps Aqua in the face with all of his trauma. Oh, this poor man. Because he doesn't want to, like, he is so, I feel like he's so comfortable where he is with Ai. Like, he's like, he admires her, but he doesn't touch it. He doesn't, like, dig into it and, like, dig it, like, get all introspective with it. Like, I think he likes keeping it where it is, because he's just trying to go revenge mode. But now he's literally getting confronted face to face with all of that, and he has to deal with how he feels right now, because there's a living person in his face that wants his attention, and that means he has to figure out how he feels to give his attention appropriately. Kane's literally, that is so incredibly true. Shout out Psyculturists. That's the person I was referencing with the tin hat a minute ago. Yeah. Shout out them for sure. Reaction channel, go check them out. Sorry, I just read, this comment's long, so I just got hit with it in the face. This, yeah, episode contained incredible scenes. I honestly, because the two scenes that this comment mentions is the, Akane at the very end, like, obviously, but then Akane, in the doing the analysis, which like her kind of going on the insane spiral. I don't know about insane spiral. That's a little hyperbolic, but maybe it's not. Though I was also thinking like I don't know, the scene of her crying in the beginning, like she's like in the blanket and she's at the table and she's crying with her mom next to her and she's talking about like how she didn't want her mom to worry. That's really heartbreaking. That's really sad. So yeah, that was a really powerful scene, but in terms of like, I don't know, the end scene was like the best scene of the episode for sure. It was just insane, but, yeah, I don't perfectly trust Aqua for sure. Man's in a dark space. I feel like, and I kind of wrote it here, forces Aqua to deal with past trauma - good ending ? That's kind of where, like, right, Aqua's on a bad path right now. At the start, like at episode 2 and like end of the episode 1, like end of the movie, he's detached from a lot of relationship. He's distanced himself and he's locked into a goal. And no matter the cost, I'm going to kill my dad. Based, but you know, I feel like the true ending is him and Ruby having a freaking, you know, the ultimate like sibling moment, but then also maybe throwing a little bit of the past lives thing in that they haven't ever talked about, right? Them like, you know, attaching him, like reconnecting with people and like not necessarily giving up on his mission, but at least not taking it all on himself, like not lone wolfing it as much as he is, because he do be lone wolfing a lot of things, like all that kind of stuff. And so like maybe we're gonna get there, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't like inherently trust him because he's literally like you've seen the show, okay? He's a master manipulator. What if you're being manipulated? It's as easy as that. His past life as a doctor is really interesting. And I don't know if I've mentioned it, but it is interesting. Like, maybe you could say he's always had a personality that like latches onto things because of how he had Serena on his phone for 4 years after she passed. So that's like, I mean, like Serena was really special to him, but not even to the point of like always remembering her, but to the point of putting her on his phone and then staying connected with her in multiple years after she died. When he's a doctor, so he's like, I assume he's used to people dying around him, but he's like latched onto Serena so specifically. So, and then that of course transferred to Ai, which then makes it so tragic how I feel like he's not connecting with Ruby as much as he could, and that's who Serena really is, right? So it's like he connected with the Serena that took him to Ai, but then his connection to Ai is keeping him away from Serena. Bro. The circle of lies. That's crazy to me. Circle of trust, of relationship, trust, obsession issues. Not lies. Well, lies. Everything's a lie. Lie. And then, yeah, this guy kind of felt as well. I feel like Ruby's not been given the love that she deserves, because I've really liked Ruby in, like, the movie, her, like, dancing with Ai when she's, like getting comfortable in her ability to walk and, like, not bracing for a fall all the time. Like, that was a really punch in my soul, right? And then, like, her, like, going up to Miyako and letting Miyako be her mom after Ai passes, like, that really got me, too. so like Ruby's potential as just like an emotional character, and like so like I'm very invested in Ruby, so I feel like, and I hope they use more Ruby, because she really is getting B plotted a lot. But I mean, Aqua is definitely the main character, so I don't blame it. I just hope Ruby gets more time to shine in the future. So I do agree with that. Also had a fear response when Akane started acting. this I sort of ship Aqua with her now, not because she's up 2.0, but because Dialed In Akane gives Aqua a run for his money for the title of scariest character, at least so far. That's so true. And also like most manipulative, bro. I feel like she's like the ability to lie, because Aqua's been really good at that. Like remember like him doing the fake the interviewer thing in like episode 2 or 3 or whatever. Like, you know, he changes his personality up, that whole thing. Like Akane's doing that, but even more extreme with the eye stuff, which leads me to the like Aqua literally is having to deal with all his past stuff with Ai, and like he's been asked like who's your type of girl, and he thinks of Ai, but I don't think he was into Ai, because like I don't think he was like trying to get romantical with Ai. He just like he loved her, but that doesn't mean that he like sexualized her. I don't think he ever did anything like that, right? I think it was a very like pure like just idolization, to use the, you know, idol term, really. But like, is there some room for romantic feelings in there? Perhaps, and maybe Akane will be like the area that he gets to do that. But at the same time, like, I don't know if Aqua as a person is like comfortable with the idea of dating someone his biological age, considering that he has the mentality of somebody that's got 20 plus years. So like maybe he feels weird about that, and that would cause him distance when it comes to Akane. But like specifically, and then like with Ai, he was older than Ai, of course, because, you know, I was like, what, like 16 or whatever when she came into his office, and he was like high 20s, I think. So yeah, I don't think he ever is like, it's hard to ship, because it's just, dude, it's just mommy issues, but like so much worse. Like he's got so many issues with his connection to Ai, and she's literally just, without even warning him, just showed up with an eye bat and just whammed him, right? Also, okay, random thing. There you go. Oshinoko reference. Just, I bought this, okay? Look. Wait. Okay. Eye POV. Okay, I'm sorry. But no, yeah, that's a really interesting idea for sure. The hiatus, we knew about this. We're past this. We survived the week without. I didn't actually watch the recap episode, by the way, so L on my part, I guess. I don't know, I just didn't. I'm just being honest. You want me to lie to you? I watched it. It was great. It was good to relive those emotions. Okay. Akane is easily the best character in the story. Doing a tier list? Okay, we're going to do a tier list for the show. I don't know if I've said it. We're doing a tier list for the characters, and I'm sure there's going to be blood spilled, okay? People are going to hate me when I put Kana in F tier, okay? People are going to hate me when I put Ruby in S plus tier, okay? Those are not real, by the way. Don't hate me now, okay? Just, I'm warning you. I'm getting you ready. I'm what's this called? Tenderizing you with like a meat mallet. Okay. As a heads up, bet. Official. Oh yeah, I haven't heard the English version. Do we want to listen to that? Let's actually listen to that right now. We'll just make it part of the video. I thought about. I'll get that queued up on Yapping. I thought about doing it as a separate video, but I don't know. I already did the other one as the actual official version as a separate video, and it did really well. Of course, I'm sure a couple people here are from that, but yeah, I don't know. I just didn't feel like I should. It felt like it was farming a bit too much to put out another extra video that was the English version. But yeah, so after we finish comments, we'll watch the English version, because that should be fun. Ai's a liar and her facade is an act 2, therefore Akane can mimic it, but it's not that easy either. That's why Akane is a top tier actress. This is completely true, and I agree 1,000,000%. Akane being a top tier actress is the crazy part. And it's also like, I feel like specifically because Akane has like a lot of, like she has a lot of darkness within her, especially coming out of the attempt to ice herself. Notice I'm saying ice instead of kill, because if I, age restriction, not trying to get age restricted. Wow, look at me, not being able to use my language the way I wish because of corporations. That's crazy to me. But yeah, or I could just get age restricted. I don't even care that much. But yeah, point being though, Akane coming, like, or Akane having a lot of the darkness within her from, like, where she was mentally, and we saw that with, like, her obsession with the eye stuff. I feel like the darkness specifically is, like, part of why she can connect with Ai so much. Because, like, she's literally saying, like, developed in such a way that you like would sex during puberty, like abuse, blah blah blah. Like she's throwing out all these like heavy things which are true for I. But I think her mind can go there so effectively because she's been through like really heavy ideas herself, and she's been into those dark places. So that puts her and I on the same level in that way, where both have been like traumatized, been in dark areas, and then have put on an act to kind of escape that. Though the motivations are very different because I had a very specific and very beautiful motivation, and Akane's motivation seems to be largely aqua focused, which is fair, and I like that. And then also just like having a proper showing on screen because that's important as well, and that's what she was trying to do. But yeah. Something to think about. Akane acting so good as she performed in necromancy will either heal Aqua or traumatize him. I think it'll traumatize him and then heal him later if he accepts it. Maybe. Because I think there's messages in there that are just going to be hard for him to swallow because of how much he idolizes I. So I feel like he's going to have he's just going to have to completely rethink his relationship with I, which is something that I feel like he's been avoiding, so that's going to be really difficult for him to do. But if he can come out of that on the other side effectively, I think it will heal him, but I think in the short term, it's really going to mess him up. Oh yeah, this was funny. This I actually appreciated. Looking at the color of your hair, because this, the last video we talked about the stylist comment, so this is that person again. I'm a costume stylist, not a hair or makeup artist. Looking at the color of your hair, the tip of your nose, and the color of your lips, I think you would look great in warm-colored clothing. Of course, I can't judge the details without meeting you in person. Etc., or whether you prefer a large V-neck shirt or a short with a narrow collar, please consider it as a reference. This is pogged. Actually, warm-colored clothing, I feel like this is true, actually. I've looked at myself in warm-colored clothing, like with like the reds. Bro, the reds and like the browns. I'm feeling romantical in the reds and the browns. No, so I think this is true. I don't know. This is fun. I feel like I'm behind the stage, you know, and I'm being appraised. Okay, I don't know what that meant. This is true and real. Clinically insane. We love to see it. Replace the whiteboard. Don't worry. I moved my whiteboard to the left, so now the whiteboard's in a better spot and won't fall anymore. Really appreciate the positive stuff as well. And shout out to the community. Shout out to all the really great comments. I don't think we've really had spoiler issues, though I do have mods that go in and check, so I really appreciate the mods. Appreciate everyone. Good stuff. Wondering how Memcho would join the idol group is super true. Though it is rare, there are a lot of, like, I appreciate this. This is really nice. Glad you like the reactions. Glad we both love the show, because that's really like the purpose, right? Like for us to kind of share in how much we love the show together. There are a few people out there, like, I don't know. I don't want to claim the title as like the best reactor, because I don't think that's true. You know, and I don't think even if it was true, that's a good mentality. Because I'm a big strive person, like always become better, become your best self kind of thing. So, you know, there are people out there that pour in time and they pour in thought and they pour in love for the show and just shows in general. So, I don't know. That's just me trying to dodge compliments because, I guess. But no, I appreciate it. Very, very nice. And look, I even hearted it. Aw. This is true. I agree with this. Especially like Aqua didn't know much about Ai's past. Like he saw like the stuff with the pregnancy, but she was still very I with that. He never saw her, like the flashback we got of her meeting with the person. Her eyes shined after the president said that lies could become true. So he never saw that. And so we are working with more knowledge than Aqua has. So anything I'm saying about like Aqua, like this is how it is, that's not me trying to dunk on Aqua as much as it's just like he's figuring it out, you know? But we're just, yeah, as an audience, we have special abilities, you know? Waifu War incoming, incredibly true. Kane snipe. Kane, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Poor Ruby, Kane just sniped a new eye roll. This. That's what I'm talking about. She's trying to relive the new Bikomachi. She's trying to boom, bang, bam. Bro, what if we have a jealousy arc between Ruby and Akane? Because both, like, Ruby, of course, cares about her brother and is connected to him through their connection of I, but then all of a sudden, I comes in, and we already had a little bit of, like, the foreshadowing for jealousy, potentially, because she was talking about, like, oh, you're acting like, or, like, when she was talking to Aqua about the other girls on the show and being like, oh, you're hanging out with them, and blah, blah, blah. Dude, this is so true, and I think specifically not only is Akane sniping the new eye roll, but also like potentially sniping a connection to Aqua roll that Ruby's going to be missing out on. So not only could she be jealous of like losing her ability to follow in Ai's footsteps, bro, hiccups please. Not only could she run into that issue, she could also run into feeling feeling like her position as sister to Aqua is getting stolen a little bit. Like Aqua's not prioritizing her enough as a sister, and like running into relationship issues there. That's so true. Same wavelength. Love to see it. I have thought about doing a tier list of different shows I've reacted to. It's just the same thing. Like, I don't want to, like, dude, imagine, okay? Imagine this for a hypothetical. This is hypothetical, okay? Hypothetical. Hypothetical. I make a tier list. I put Oshinoko in B tier and put some other show in S tier that you don't like. You don't like the show I put in S tier, but I put Oshinoko, which I know you like because you're here. I put that in B tier. How does that make you feel? Probably not good, right? You're like, dang, this guy has bad taste. I want to argue with him. This is terrible. I'm mad. You know? And maybe it's not that extreme, but, like, I feel like trying to rank the shows, like, I know that a show someone loves is getting dunked on here, right? And that makes me feel bad because I don't want to dunk on a show that someone cares about. And maybe it's a relative dunk, so it's like, I can still be like, oh, B tier's really good, I really enjoyed it. But, like, if I got 10 shows above it, then you're like, wow, like, this show, my favorite show isn't even in this guy's top 10. Like, that sucks. Like, that's my favorite show. I wish he appreciated it more, you know? So it just kind of runs into that issue. But I could do it. And people would know what they're walking into at that point, so maybe, like, that's fine. But, yeah. And I already do the character tier lists, in which case I do run into that a little bit. But the character tier lists are fun because it's more engagement with the show itself, and I care about the show as a whole rather than I care about characters, but the show as a whole. Glad the pinned comment worked. Exciting part. I think this was the first comment. That's I think why I hearted this one. And then yes, remember to be nice to people because literally that's what the show's trying to tell us, you know. Memcho real age sus levels increasing. I forgot about the 18 question mark. The question mark's really crazy to me, especially like with how much she knows about Ai. Because, of course, I is in the past. Rest in peace. Wait. I think I did it too low, so I had to do it a few more times. He only stabbed her once, bro. Aorta artery. Right there, baby. Memcho X Aqua. Thoughts? Do we want to ship them? Aquacho? Aquacho, dude. Mem Aqua. Mem Aqua or Aquacho? Okay, I don't know. Let's lock back in. Sorry, I got distracted with that idea. Just because I'm thinking real age sus level increasing, like if she's old enough, then that could subvert the issue that Aqua might hypothetically have of feeling like he's dating a teenager when he's an adult. Because he does act like an adult, he does think like an adult. I don't want him, I'm curious if he would feel like any weird stuff from that. But if Memcho's old enough, then she would be an option. Though I don't necessarily think that they would necessarily work. Just an idea. Akane best girl and waifu, so true and real. Akane evil. Akane is scary. Akane is scary. She's just crazy. She's just a little crazy, but I like it. I like being a little crazy. Invest in aqua stock. True. Yeah, I remember there's some good stuff in here. Hey, smiley. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, and even think about like Ruby, dude. Ruby seeing seeing Aqua Eye specifically, like what's that gonna do to Ruby? Even if Aqua's fine with it, if Akane Eye, I think I said Aqua Eye. If Ruby sees Akane Eye, like would she feel those things that I thought Aqua might feel of like, how dare you? That's my mom, but like she can't say it's her mom, so she feels weird about it. Like that's super interesting. Plus, this was a good potential foreshadowing of the show being like, play the villain role, blah, blah, blah. I don't, like, villain is interesting. I don't know. Because, yeah, Aqua's definitely feels the most likely to become the villain because he's going to, like, lock into the revenge too much and then need to be pulled out last second by, like, the relationships he's formed on the journey. So the journey towards killing his dad is going to save him from making a mistake in the last moment because he's going to remember, like, oh, shoot, like, it's not born with, it's made. Like, I love these people. This is my squad, you know? I don't know. Interesting. I'm feeling it, though. I'm feeling the Akane evil vibes is a possible future. I think we're good for now. I don't think she's going to do anything evil. It's just suspicious. It's just worrying because it feels like you don't just come out of, like, trying to ice yourself like that, you know, like she did. You don't just come out of that and you're back to fully mentally healthy in a week, you know? Like, there's going to be lasting effects and lasting healing that needs to be done. And so for her to immediately dive into this, like, really hard, like, obsessively dive into this eye thing is, like, really kind of crazy to me. And then, yeah, this Akane Ruby kind of stuff. She'll be an eye he can have, and he'll be all the adoration she wants. Oh, no. That's scary. He always said he didn't want Ruby and the other family to know of his revenge arc. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. Like, he's, like, how much would he prioritize the memory of Ai versus the living memory of Akane Ai that's playing out in front of him? Like, I think he's still going to be so latched onto Ai. But man. Woo! At least the wait is over. Let's watch the English version of the thing. So this is Idol English version. I have not heard this. Almost made a separate video, but it didn't want to spam people too much because I could have just done it here, and that's what we're doing. So should be exciting. But yeah, let's just get it going, and then we're gonna do a little scroll through the last episode. I don't think I have much to say, and then we get to dive into the next episode, which should be very, very exciting. So English version of Idol. Let's get going in a 3, a 2, a 1. Bang! Oh, that's crazy. It is funny. But let me just listen. It's pretty good. It's pretty on it. Yeah, the bop. Essential lie. Dang. At least it was true. We know the answer to that. It was, with Aqua and Ruby, it was true, you know? Man, I need to know more about the dad. You know? Because it was, like, you know, that went wrong. Like, really wrong, of course, but I just want to know what happened. The pupil that you got... Bro, the backgrounds! Man, the voice... Whoever's singing this is doing really good at keeping that same, like, the Japanese... Like, it literally... It sounds like the same thing, but it's in English, you know? Like, that's so uncommon. I feel like it's always so different and it, like, throws me off, but I feel like I'm just listening to it normally. That's so true. That's so true. That's so true, bro! That's so true! I'm in love with you, it's a lie? Oh my goodness. Aqua! Cleanest Aqua. Ruby under the eyelids. Aww. That's a cool shot of her, like, covering. I'm Maria. That's like the star, right? Or what? Yeah, it is. Loved me whole, like all of me. So true. Because you want all of you to be loved, right? And then the squad. I respect the greed, too. I respect the greed so much. And so today I lie again. She's just made for real, for real. And then they look at each other. Guys, you gotta go back to, like, you gotta be there for each other so much. Like, look at them smiling. They're like, you know what? It's like a pleasant memory. It's like, we loved her. We both loved her. I need them to lock in. That was so good. Who's saying that? Ikura? Bro, wait. Ikura, I don't know who you are, but I love you. That was so good. I'm gonna watch it again. Okay, this watch, I'm specifically gonna look at the lyrics instead of just enjoying it. That was an enjoyment pass. Very good. But I want to do another lyric pass. We did do a lyric pass in the separate video. But yeah, I want to do a lyric pass because it's a different lyrics, and some people are saying the lyrics in the first one that I watched were like a little off, so. I might be pausing here. That's just crazy to me. The elusive side is part of the control of the area, right? It's just, and I think I've mentioned it before. It's like, I don't even know. All the shows blur together that I watch, so I don't know when I mentioned this, but the idea that like the vulnerability I show is a tailored vulnerability that's meant to reel you in, right? It's like the elusive side is controlled. Like what's supposed to, like I'm putting out the impression that I'm out of control because that makes me more genuine and more realistic in like certain ways, or appear that way. But really by like putting out a fake vulnerability, or at least putting out a tailored vulnerability, I think is a better way to put it, kind of like undermines the entire point of a vulnerability in the first place. Because like to me, a vulnerability is something that like this is me, and like I'm like not necessarily fully confident in it or whatever. And so like I'm being vulnerable with something that could hurt me. You could use this to hurt me, but I'm showing it to you because I trust you and because I think it'll deepen relationship. Blah 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 blah. So for the tailored vulnerability, for it to be part of the controlled area, it's like, well, if you're tailoring it, it's like you're giving it armor, right? You're putting it out very purposefully, as opposed to like, it's like rather than opening up, because opening up, it's like, you open up, boom, you're there. It's like you're opening up very specific spots that like wouldn't be lethal if you got hit there, right? It's like, oh, like I'm vulnerable, look. It's a chink in my armor right there. You could stab me right here. This is my vulnerability I'm showing you. But guess what? Like, you get stabbed in the shoulder, you're fine, you know? She did not get stabbed in the shoulder, right? But that's the... Yeah. I feel like that's a fun analogy. Keep watching. Genius Idol unmatched. Akane. Hey, yo, Akane? These are just the questions she got in 45510, right? It's crazy. Seemingly unveiled secrets are as sweet as honey. Seemingly unveiled, bro. That word seemingly got me feeling some kind of seemingly way, you know? And he's seemingly unveiled because it's like, oh, bro, it's that insane intentional vulnerability, except they're doing it with secrets. So it's like seemingly unveiled. Like you think it's unveiled, but that's just the way it looks because I orchestrated it to look like I'm unveiling. But really, like it's, dude, even the background is her nude with like these keep out things covering her face and like in like, you know, her delicate goods. Okay, ouch, that was gross. But which I could talk about that for an entire time. I hate, like, I've seen people looting this character. I hate that. That, like, angers me more than, like, almost any other character. I don't know why. It just, like, digs under my skin. With entire thing. Won't get into that. But, yeah, it's that same idea of, like, intentionally, or, like, with the background, right? It's like, look, I'm being so, like, I'm being scandalous. Like, I'm showing all my goods. But really, like, the goods are being covered. And even the face is being covered. So it's like we're faking it out, you know? It's like, oh, I'm showing it to you, but really I'm not showing the part that I'm kind of, you know, that implies would be shown. And it's almost like, it's like, it keeps you wondering, which is the point, right? It keeps you wondering, keeps you guessing about like, ooh, does she have a, you know, what's her life like behind the scenes, you know? But that keeps people hooked. It's an essential lie, bro. Bro, the dad is probably the worst. Like I'm not even thinking now and like with everything he's done, but like back when he was in a relationship with her, I bet he was so bad. Because she was literally a trauma, man. She had so much trauma, like disconnection from people, you know, like the no home life, blah, 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 blah. Like, he could have taken advantage of that so hard. The bunny thing is crazy too. Bro, I was seeing so many cosplayers in my last anime convention. It literally was giving me PTSD every time I saw one. Wait, Smiling Ribbon? The Brightest Star Reborn. Okay, my fault. Lured and captivated. It's like you're charming people, man. You're just charming them. Even when untrue. Okay, darker side. Lost the fight before it started. Lost the fight before it started. It's really fun when you think about the trauma part. It's like, oh, I was hoed from the start. Oh, I'm just picking up the broken pieces. I was broken out the gate. And I'm just dealing with what's left, you know? This part goes so hard. How can I not feel jealous? Out of line, how can we not feel jealous? Oh, like, maybe, like, her feeling jealous of the people around her that actually have, like, healthier relationships, like the rest of Bikomachi? I don't know. I haven't thought about her, like, her wanting it, yes. But jealous is, like, an interesting, like, it's a different thing than wanting something, right? Jealousy is, like, being upset that someone else has it. Or, like, specifically wanting it because someone else has it. But, yeah, interesting. No pardon allowed. Bro, look at her doing this crazy Andre pose. She's doing the crazy pose. I won't allow anyone if it's not you. I like that last line. What was that? Bro. Myself. No pardon allowed. I really like no pardon allowed because she really is uncompromising. She's like an entire... She's a monument. She's a monument to... She's the perfected eye. She's the perfect idol. She's uncompromising. She never drops the facade. It's always there. It's literally... It's so powerful, right? That's like the point. Cannot be weaknesses to find. The brightest stars residing in you. It do feel that way, huh? It do feel that way. It do be feeling like you got, like, you're a diamond in the rough, you know? That, like, you just need to dig your best self out of you. And it's in there somewhere. You just gotta look at her like all, like, melancholically looking at the TV of what the ideal I is, right? Like, because it's like, that's the dream. Like, the people on the TV cheering, you know? That's what's in the TV. It's everyone cheering in all the stars. Right? It's them loving her. It's the love. And she's looking at it all melancholy because she knows it's in there. It's just she's got to dig it out. But, like, when you're digging out the star, like, what happens to all the stuff that you've dug, you know? Where are you putting all that dirt, those minerals, those other things, right? Like, you're having to delete a lot of stuff to become that type of uncompromising, like, bastion of idoldom that she really became. But, like, that sounds kind of pogged, does it not? Like, I would be, like, that sounds kind of, I want to do that. I'm down. Wait, I want that again. True. Parts nobody wants to know should remain hidden. It's sad. It's so terribly sad. But it's, like, kind of true. I agree with this. I agree with this, and it's sad. Because, like, well, I agree with this, and I think that's unhealthy, but I think it's still pogged. Do you get what I mean? Because, like, for the specific role of for the specific role of this, like, pogged out of their mind entertainer, you know, it's like, there is that option of just becoming this, like, this perfect being and presenting this unflinching thing into the world, right? And to do that, you have to, the vulnerabilities that are shown have to be specifically chosen, which kind of remove them from being vulnerabilities, and the parts that nobody wants to know, because there are parts of everyone that the masses wouldn't want to know, right? It would kind of I mean, literally, that's the entire episode 1. She gets stabbed for one of her secrets getting out, basically, right? Like, that's the entire thing. Should remain hidden is really crazy because it's like the should is like implying like it should happen. Well, okay, wow, good words on my part there. But like the specific implication of should is really interesting because it's like should for what reason, right? Should for the perfect idol, or is it for maybe like a should just in general to be loved because of how like similar those are for her? Because you could like say that like her idea of love, I don't know necessarily at the end, but at least kind of during her journey, includes hiding the parts of her that nobody wants to know, or at least what she thinks nobody wants to know. But really, like, I would say, like, the truest and most genuine love is one where all, like, you are kind of, like, your soul is laid bare and that connection is made, right? Like, that there's not that much hidden stuff anymore. You know, the more hidden stuff there is, I think that the more that gets in the way of, like, really true, genuine connection. Or, like, the truest and most genuine connection. So, like, if she were to apply that to love itself, which she probably did for a long time, and maybe like up until the very end, perhaps even a little bit, because she really came to it at the end there. Would be kind of, I don't know, that'd be worrying. The realist eye, and she's looking in the bunny's face, and then her face is empty. The realist eye, the realist her, is the performance, right? And if you actually look at the performer, it's empty, it's faceless. That's just wild. It's identity crisis, man. It's literally like identity. Like, is the identity who am I? Am I the person that I put out in the world? Am I some sort of like ambiguous me within the thing that's causing that performance to be made, right? Like, am I the performer? Am I the performance? Am I something but other than the two of those? Am I both of those? Am I neither of those? Etc. Right? I'm kind of on my train currently is you're all of them, right? You're the performance and you're the non-performance. You're every part, good and bad. That's just who you are. I go with a radical acceptance, but I don't know. I'm not locked in on that at all. Identity is a really hard thing to talk about and usually leads me to existential crises, so I don't like talking about them. Continuing. Smile is a weapon. Sick. Secret deep inside cuts to Ruby and Aqua. Good stuff, good stuff. That's just a fire line. I'm in love with you. My career is built on such a lie. I mean, it's just true. That's just how Ai's character is, but it's just such a hitter. Running down, my sweat is flowing. Cleanest Aqua right. It's crazy. I mean, Aqua, like, being, like, the cleanness of her sweat, which is, like, her performing, she's sweating because she's working so hard, and it being, like, how much, you know, that being kind of it. Oh, look, her nails are the two different colors. It's the light bunny and the dark bunny. Fun detail. Ruby hidden under my eyelids. That's a fun line. Wait, let me look at that flashing bit. That flashing bit kind of goes crazy. Dude. Bro, you know what'd be really crazy? If Aqua wait, this is funny. Okay, what if Akane and Ruby get into an eye off where they're both trying so hard to like live up to Ai's image? That's it. That's gotta be it, right? That would be so sick. Because Ruby would be trying to do it for the memory of her mother and for her dream of being an idol from her past life. But Akane would be trying to do it because her life was saved. Big turning point, kind of like the reincarnation that Ruby went through by Aqua. So they both have a very strong motivation that's tied to the idea of death to be reborn as an I, right? Who herself was like reborn. Oh my goodness. That's gotta be it, right? That's crazy plot idea. That it's Aqua, or that it's Ruby and Akane getting into an eye off where they're both trying to replicate it, but then they're bumping into each other. Because, like, right here, I'm like, obviously it looks like Ruby because Ruby's her kid. It's just interesting she's covering the eye. Did she do that with Aqua too? Oh, she did. Yeah, so that's just a fun way they're showing, like, the legacy aspect, kind of. But, like, man, I was kind of, like what, like, I don't know if Ruby, I want Ruby to do her own thing. I don't want her to just copy Ai. But, like, Akane specifically copying Ai. So, like, I don't know, where's Ruby gonna go with it? Maybe she's just trying to be her own thing, but by attaching herself to Komachi and her mother's legacy, that's still getting her interrupted by Ai. So it's less of an Ai off and more of an idol off, with Akane as Ai and Ruby as Ai's heir to Komachi. Just bars. It's sick. Star Maria. True. You did not just say Shirley. Lying Shirley is the greatest kind of love. Oh, Shirley. My name ain't Shirley. Bro, I'm literally sweating and my fan's on. My clean sweat, Aqua. And I... Pun. Don't know if that was that intentional. What I'm wishing for is to love each of you with my heart, bro. And so today I lie again. It's just so good. But it's crazy because no matter what, right? When she tried to say it for real, there was still, no matter all the lying she did, no matter how surely it's the most genuine form of love, there was a level deeper when she said it and she meant it, you know? And that's what she was so scared to do. But it meant that it went deeper than the lie. Like, the lie's not the most genuine form of love. Like, the episode 1, literally. Dude. I can't keep doing it. I can't keep doing it. It's too good. It's too good. Oh. Dang, yeah, that English cover went so hard. How am I even supposed to go with that into episode 7 recap? I'm gonna take like 2 seconds to do this. No joke, because I want to jump into the episode. Yeah, save clutched by the aqua. This scene was really sad to me where she just starts crying. It's that catharsis thing I was kind of talking about a little bit last episode. Just letting her let it all out, right? Because she hasn't been able to do that. She's just been doom scrolling, keeping it all in. It's been building, it's been building, it's been building. So for here, like, she gets saved and it just all comes out, and that's what you love to see, because at least she's finally getting that emotional release, you know? Because, man, like, being in a bad spot, like, I've heard from a lot of people that have talked about, like, being in a bad spot or whatever, like, mentally, how it's like they can't cry anymore. Like, they lose that ability to, like, let out emotion, like, and it, like, they fall into, like, an apathy, you know? And I think it's very similar to where Akane was. So for her to get the chance to, like, let this all out, it's so cathartic and powerful, but it also means that, like, everything she bottled is just going to be coming out, right? And that means someone's going to get hit potentially in the splash zone. Shout out Aqua at the end, who's going to potentially be hitting in the splash zone as Akane is letting out all of this built-up stuff. Like, who knows what's going to come with it. Apparently really scary eye duplicate. I just want to hear her cry real quick so that I feel sad. It's just so sad. This poor girl. Because I didn't want to worry you. And it's just like, man, she's such a good girl, you know? She's such a good person. Miyako, shut up, Miyako. I love Miyako. Literally character arced out the wazoo from episode 1. Look, she brought a little drink for Aqua. Look how proud she is. She loves him. And then the slap. Bro, I just love how there's no hesitation. She really walked up mid-stride, bam. It shows, like, how much she cares that it was impulsive. It was just, like, you know, that was just her body acting on its own. And then she grabs her. See, she cares so much. And look, Memcho's like, oh, dang, I'm a backup. Memcho, thank you for showing up. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. And then, oh yeah, and then I didn't even talk about the whole, like, Aqua or, like, making the whole video about the attempted suicide, right? Making it go viral with Memcho. Memcho's help, everyone's help in the squad. Making it happen, getting the footage, talking to the guy, etc. That goes viral, repairs her image, she's back on the show, feeling good, feeling great. Make him fall for you. Aqua-kun's ideal girl, Eye of B. Komachi. Careful. Oh, surely she won't do anything crazy from that. Uh-oh, she's losing it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Obsession with secrecy and a need for exposure. That's a crazy juxtaposition, which is very, very true. A need to be seen, but an obsession with keeping the parts you deem bad within the surface, so you're like becoming a split being. Oh boy, that's not good for your health, but it's real good for idoldom. Perfectionist, so true, in contrast to her sensational behavior, because it's a sensational behavior that's it's a perfect sensation. Nonchalant and over-attached. I gotta watch the new episode. I can't keep waiting. Look at her! I think I used that for my thumbnail, man. Look at all the pictures. Oh, she's crazy. I wonder if she met someone special. Oh, you thinking you're meeting someone special right now, Mr. Aqua? You feeling some kind of way? You trying to connect even more? Get on a deeper wavelength with I here? That's crazy. How's Ruby gonna feel about that? Ruby, you feel like your spot's gonna take it? Ruby, what you feel about that? Oh, this entire ending. Oh, it's crazy. It makes me scared. Okay, let's watch the new episode. New episode. And don't you know, I already know it's gonna start with the OP, so I ain't sweating. Also, low-key, this might be the recap episode, in which case I'm going to have to cut the video and get a new one. I am drinking the remnants of a McDonald's Sprite. Just kind of feeling Spritey today. Okay, let's get this going. Lots of yapping. I honestly went into this video thinking I was only going to talk for like 20 minutes max. Because I was like, man, I don't got much to say. But then the more I say and the more I watch, it's like, dang, It just don't stop with the show, which you love to see. You love to see. But at the same time, I'm trying to be concise. I'm not trying to waste your time, okay? Because it's really easy, right? It's really easy for me to just spend... I could yap for hours and hours and hours and hours, but if I yap too long, the quality could drop, right? And I don't want the quality of the yap to drop because I value your time, okay? Your time's important, okay? Okay, let's watch a new episode. Enough wasting time. Let's watch the new episode. Episode 8. Let's get going. In a 3, a 2, a 1. Bang! Bro, the freaking English version went so hard. Akane, your little eyes. Man, I wish I was still around. I mean, I guess she's back in a weird way. It's just crazy. It's like they wanted us to miss Ai, and then they give us all these characters that are built off of Ai's legacy and get us feeling all kinds of ways, which is perfect. I mean, the show's pogged. I'm feeling good, Google. Memcho, how do you feel about that? Kana's really cute as well. I really like Kana. Also fun, Akane's on a stage there. It's like a theater stage, which of course is like what her specialty is. Burning white flower. You got a favorite flower, I don't know. You're not telling us any of these things. It's not details you would tell us. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with me not wanting to make tier lists of the shows. Like, there's some secrets I gotta keep in so that you kept wondering, you know? It's like, oh, man. Bro. It's me for real, for real. And Akane, bro. I love these performer characters, man. I just spat all over my screen, man. I spat so much. Cleaning spit off my screen. Too excited. Too pogged. Okay. Lock in. Lock in. Aqua, how you feel about what just happened? Okay. Dang, Akane. Kana, are your eyes ever gonna light up? I feel like it's just an Akane thing. Wow. Wow, it's that same stylization. Don't say that. That's crazy. That's it? We're good? Wait, he took that... Okay. Okay. He was definitely sweating and looking away. She's method acting. She's method acting so hard right now. Oh my goodness, that's so intense. Bro. Just like I for real, for real. Yes! How's that got you feeling, man? I think he likes it. I think he's... It's very pleasant music. Aww. He's taking this really well. I guess maybe it's soothing to him because it's like his mom, like the spirit of his mom is kind of back. I thought it would knock him down a bit more. We'll see. Giga Chad. Whoa! So fast. How much? No, he's starting to stress. This is what I was talking about. Oh, he's really flushed. Oh, man. Yeah, he had to walk away. Good move. He's got to process that. He's got to process that. Oh, she dropped it. She dropped it. Okay, so she's not too locked in. That's good. But do you want him to be attracted to a fake persona you're putting out? What? Kana? Giga Kana. Oh, she jealous. Oh, she jealous. She want a piece of the aqua pie. I don't blame her. Oh, no, you said Aqua's name. Interesting. That's really saying something, huh? Ruby, how you feel about that? Wow. This is kind of true. I'm glad you're saying it. Yes! Yes! It's so blurry. Get introspective with it. Or like a lover kind of thing. Like someone you're into, yeah, someone you got a crush on, that kind of thing. He's having to introspect, which is distracting him from revenge. Surely. Kana's so jealous right now. I didn't even think about Kana getting jealous. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Aw, she looks sad. I love Kana. Yeah, I saw that coming. What's up? Woo! Aqua Riz. Oh, she's so happy. I love this show. Is something gonna go wrong? As your senpai, surely. You're so adorable. Dude, this background music, so good. Smart, actually smart. You thought about it. What do you have in mind? Is this tennis? Baseball? I didn't know you were into baseball. Or is it just catch? Oh, I guess maybe it's like a physical thing to help him think. We'll see, though. I don't know what he's doing. Aw, look at him run. Aw. No, he wanted to invite you, Kana. You gotta make him say it. Hmm. Oh, she likes that. She likes that. Look at this animation. So clean. Ooh, good throw. Aww. I like this pairing a lot. I like this pairing a lot. It's just very sweet. Like, without ulterior motive is a great way to put it. It's just so sweet. Whoa. He threw extra fast there. Careful, Aqua. Careful to respond. If a girl's asking you that, careful to respond. Good response! True. Very true. Infantile amnesia. Fair. Fair. So there, you are going through some of that development. That's interesting. I'm glad they're talking about this. Wow. This music is fire. She's projecting, she's projecting, she's projecting. Okay, no, he's answered it. Okay, I think that's fair. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay, Connor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's interesting that they talked about like how he's actually going through those stages of development and like really feeling it from that. Because that's always something that you got to clarify in like a reincarnation thing. Whoa, crazy line, crazy line, Connor. Okay, careful. Sure enough, my feelings toward Akane aren't of that nature. Okay, how do you feel? Fair? Oh, wow. No, it was. You're so humble. Humble little Akane. Oh no. Now he's thinking somebody was able to just figure it out. Oh, she could be a tool. Oh, I can use this. That's what he's thinking. I can use this. Oh, he's gonna use her knowledge, bro. He's gonna use her. Look at how he's... Oh, he's about to go back on the revenge path. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's gonna use her so hard. Yes, evil Aqua. Did she decline him? She declined him. Wow, yeah. Akane and Aqua. Is he gonna try to hook up with her? He's gonna do it to connect with her as a lie to get access to her knowledge on I. Dude, no! He's evil. He's manipulating her. Dang! Yes, evil Aqua, yes! Out of left field, bro. You little rat. You're my favorite rat. Look, and she dropped the eye thing after the kiss ended. Because because it was genuine for her. That's so sweet. Oh, Kana. I'm so sorry, Kana. He's not doing it for real. He's just evil. Little manipulator. Good call, Aqua. That was so smart. He's a smart guy, man. Little rat. He's so stable, man. He's so good at keeping his composure. Dang, this is just... This is so crazy to me. Grind set. Okay, Yuki. Ban dating as a selling point? That's crazy. Oh, true, because it's part of your thing. What's up, director? I think you were the director, right? They got their ratings, yeah. Aww. Fair. Oh, Aqua's gonna use her so much. I feel like a little bit of character development for this guy too after Aqua talked to him. Yeah, he even admits he's a bad adult. Where did he go? Yeah, I was thinking he's just gone. Oh, with Homeboy, who he did the job with. He did it. Yeah, that's right. Because he was getting eye secrets, right? F them. It was important. Shut up. F the taboo. It was stupid taboo. That's a cringe idea. Oh. Smart. He did the paperwork. You little lawyer. He plays all the. He does it all. He does it all. That's the Aqua package. He does it all. Sushi next week. Some eye info. Good stuff. And he's got Mrs. Eye in his back pocket to get into her head. What's up, Yuki? Oh, Akane's gonna get hoed by him, bro. I was thinking she was gonna hoe him mentally, bro. No, he's gonna hoe her mentally. She's serious, man. Good question. Oh, is it gonna... Is there a butt coming? Yeah, there it is. Oh, wow, he's being a lot more real with her than I thought. He didn't even go evil mode. That's good. That's fine. Aww. I thought he was gonna gaslight Akane into loving him or something, you know. That's sweet for Yuki. Good on Yuki. I love Yuki. I guess you can never tell. Crazy line. Okay, he didn't even go crazy mode. All right, Memcho, you want to join my idol agency that my sisters get into? The whole B Komachi? You trying to join B Komachi? How old are you? Aw, you liked it. Yeah, it was a good environment. At the end of the day, it took some work. Wow, I'm so proud of Aqua for not even going full sicko mode on her. I thought he was about to be a menace. Before your time. She's secretly a 35-year-old woman. Oh, she about to tell us. Oh, wow. There it is. We watched the OP, girl. That's the look of someone that's seen the OP. Aww, the dream. The dreams come true. Look, she got offered the job and she's here for it. That's my girl. Okay, easy. Nothing that bad happened. That was good. I thought man was literally gonna go gaslight mode. I thought he was about to like trick her into loving him and pretend that he loved her back to rope her in. You know, he looked like he was about to go demon mode with the black eye, but no, he's chilling. That's my boy right there. Climb those stairs. Where are you going, Ruby? That was a clean wrap. That was like the end of an arc. That was definitely the end of an arc. Now we got Memcho arc joining Bikomachi. And like all those issues with Ai and Ruby, or like Akane Ai. Like Akane Ai I think is largely going to take a... I don't know. Is she going to keep using that? Because maybe she's not going to make that like a public thing. Because I was thinking that was going to be a real big public thing, and she would keep using it to like keep a personality up and then kind of become an Ai figure. But I don't know if she's going to push it that far. Now that the show's over. We'll see. Or maybe she'll like keep it up when she's doing the boyfriend relationship with Aqua, but then even then that's not going to be that public, I feel like. Like it's a work relationship, but Aqua is so good. He's literally avoiding the bad ending. He's going true ending any %. That's crazy to me. What a fire episode. What a fire episode. Yeah, dang. Good clean wrap. Good clean wrap. Really thought for a moment that we were gonna get something real bad. I really did. When he goes right here, you cannot tell me this looks like a healthy eye. This looks like, you know, this looks like the kind of eye that you gaslight a girl into fake loving you. Or you fake love a girl to trick her into loving you, to keep her in your pocket so that you can use her powers for your own sick desires of revenge. But no, he literally was like, I'm really interested in you as an actress. I'm not lying. And he didn't lie to her. He didn't lie to her. It really felt like he was going to. I mean, the kiss was kind of a way of like forcing. Like that was a little manipulative, but they're on the show and it's expected. And she was fine with it, right? And it kind of played on her emotions a little bit because she was into him, you know. She was totally down to be in a relationship with him. But when he was asked that, he said, I'm not interested in that. But then showed interest in another way that she really appreciated. It was literally like the cleanest way it could have gone for him to maintain relations with Akane while also continuing or to do the revenge thing while also not being a little rat and going down good ending route where he doesn't go full rat mode. And now Memcho's joining the squad. Shout out Memcho. It really was that easy of, man, I kind of wanted to be an idol. Hey girl, we're opening an idol group. And she was like, oh, bet. It's that easy. It's that easy. It really just was that, huh? She was being a little rat a little bit. She's cute though. I wonder if I'm thinking about the age thing, the 18 question mark thing. Is there like an age limit on idols? I mean, there is a point where you'll get too old, sure, but like I don't know if like the teenager is like where I don't know like the culture of when it would be too old, because that could be a plot point for her if it's like, oh, like this is a group of teenage idols, but then she's like about to turn 20 in the next year, you know, or like in the next few months or whatever. Like that could be a thing, but I don't know. Just kind of cooking on the backseat. I think I like Kana and Aqua. I think that would be my move. I don't think I don't know. Aqua, Kane, both Aqua kind of shut that down, and it's kind of like they're both a little crazy. I want Aqua to be with somebody that he doesn't have to lie around, right? That it's not all the games. Like when he was really saying it with her here, of like you're like I wanted to come here and have idle chat with you because you're someone that I don't have to play all those games around. I feel like that's like perfect for him because it gives him a place to relax and be vulnerable. And Kanda's the realest one for that. Background stuff about his reincarnation was good exposition as well. I kind of had assumed that he just spawned like the infantile amnesia or whatever. I assumed that he wasn't having issues with that and that wasn't a thing. But it was. That's good to know, and that kind of makes it a lot, like, to me, more acceptable, the whole, like, him dating people around his biological age, if he's, like, even, like, talking about how there's that disconnect that's then growing really closer, and so, like, he is, like, his body has a big influence on his mind and who he is, right? He admits a lot of that, which I think is true. But a lot of the times with like reincarnation isekai type things, although this isn't an isekai, I don't know the terminology, but a lot of the times with the reincarnation stuff, I feel like they don't deal with that. And so you always kind of have to question, you always have to ask the question, are we dealing with like, you know, the whole you spawned into a baby thing, or are we just kind of waving that away with magic because reincarnation is crazy already? That's always been kind of a question, right? Of like, you know, is he a 16-year-old? Is he Aqua with past life memories? Goro, is that his last name? His past life? Is he Aqua with Goro memories, or is he Goro reborn into this new body? Right? And he talks about that. It's kind of that identity stuff as well. I wonder if he's gonna have any identity issues. He was kind of talking about that, but he felt kind of good about it. The illusions of grandeur thing that Kana mentioned as well. That was fun. That's just projection, you know. Because she had that like little bit of a crash and burn phase a little bit. Well, not crash and burn, but she said she kind of had that fall off phase that kind of knocked her down. Please, can we get Ruby in the next episode? Was Ruby in this? I think she was in it for like 2 seconds with Kana. Yeah, she was here a little bit. Give me... What is this? Metropolitan University student A. Eye of Bikomachi. Popular blogger. What is going on? It's also fun to watch him introspect on Ai. Man, I really thought it was going to be a sore spot for him. It really bounced off him a lot more than I thought it would. Shout out to his mental fortitude. He saw Ai in front of him, blushed, looked away, sat down, took a moment, got confronted with it again, was stressed, recognized he was stressed, took time away, and then went and talked about it and introspected. He introspected and then talked about it. I think the reverse, it was flipped. And then he came back, plan in mind, made moves, repaired situation perfectly, damage control finished, hook, line, and sinker, Memcho into Bikomachi. I mean, Aqua's actually played the game before. It really does feel like he has a bunch of choices, and he's just making all the right choices. That's my boy. He's smart. He's always been a very smart guy. So shout out Aqua for that. Dang, do I even have much else to say? I could kind of like think about eye secrets that the guy might tell him about. That could be an entire thing. Aw, cute little kiss. But like, I don't know. That's just so speculative. That's so incredibly speculative to go there. So I'm kind of chilling on that front. I'm kind of being chilling on that front. Um, and not gonna lie, I kind of gotta pee. Was that too much? Hey, okay, listen. Was that a calculated vulnerability or was that a non-calculated vulnerability? You decide. You decide. But yeah, bet basically. Great episode. I think. Yeah, I think that's all I got. I think that's all I got. Hey, no need to press it. You know what I'm saying? Good episode though. Looking forward to the next one. We probably got one more arc left because there's 11 episodes and this was episode 8, so 9, 10, 11. 3-episode arc. Probably going to end on a cliffhanger because I feel like the show's evil like that. And it's going to be the like birth of Bikomachi. Probably maybe last episode will be like, ooh, okay, random prediction for last episode. We'll leave it on this. Bikomachi first performance, the new and improved reborn Bikomachi. Aqua's there. And guess who shows up? Big suspect for the dad. Now he's torn. Do I stay for the concert? Do I help my girl Ruby out, Memcho out, Kana out? Or do I pursue revenge? He goes to pursue revenge. Something goes wrong. End of season. Something like that. I don't know. Could see something like that happening. Because it really, Bikomachi rebirth arc feels like a good thing. But then we need to bring it back to Aqua for the slam down, for the slam honk. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode. I think... on to the next episode 9 should be very, very exciting. Love the show. I'm very excited for next week. At least we're not getting a break again. I mean, respect the break. Do what you got to do, animators. To don't stress yourself out. Like, do your thing and really respect the show and the animation quality and all of it. Voice actor's entire thing. So I'm here for the breaks, but it's nice to not have to worry about them. So yeah, on to the next episode 9 should be exciting. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're a new, blah blah blah, comment below. If you're join the Discord and talk to me or other Oshi no Co fans there. Notification is if you want bing, 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 notification bell. That's all it goes. Streams, videos, ping, ping, pong. You already know how it goes. On to the next episode 9. Should be exciting. I'll be seeing you then. Peace. Baby girl. I'm trying to watch Oshi no Co with me tonight. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Oh, nice.